beautiful Rio de Janeiro. It's the Brazilian Table Tennis Championship as NBC Europe continues its coverage of the International Table Tennis Federation Pro Tour. Gino Reda, along with Anders Thornström, a former player and coach with the Swedish national team. 48 players from around the world began the men's competition, and we are down to the final two. Zoran Primorac of Croatia facing Liu Guliang of China. Earlier in the tournament, Guliang facing Jean-Michel Saive of Belgium, who, Anders, won the English Open.
That's correct, and here you can see some outstanding rallies between these two. No, it was not. Serve was very resistant, and Liu had to put his absolutely best performance to get through to this final.
And in the end, Guliang did indeed make it to our final, where he very nearly faced his doubles partner in Kunli Hu of China, who was in the other semifinal.
Yeah, once again, there is China against Europe and Zoran Primorac against Kunli Hu here. Displayed also some terrific rallies. That's a beauty. As you can see, a long rally where topspin against topspin, and finally Kong misses the final shot.
So Kunli Hu falls out in the semis. Zoran Primorac advances to our final now as we pick it up with Liu Guliang of China facing Zoran Primorac of Croatia. And you spoke before about the contrasting styles of Asia versus Europe. Maybe you can go in a little more detail now.
Yes, as you can notice, there is even difference in grip. Liu Guliang is a typical Chinese player with the pen holder grip, and also is playing very much on a fast game, like smash, as you can see there. While the Europeans, in this respect, have more like a topspin game from both backhand and forehand sides, which makes them quite strong in terms of from both corners. You will notice during the match that Liu Guliang will run a lot among the table and trying to play as much forehand as possible.
A great look from the overhead, give you an idea of exactly what is going on the surface of that table. Guliang out to an early 3-0 lead. We should point out we're playing a best-of-5 sets. The winner takes the Brazilian Open Championship.
Very good push, backhand push, as they call it in table tennis. Straight down the line, no chance for Primorac to catch it.
It's interesting when the ball goes out of play, the players want to retrieve that same ball. They've always got spares at the side of the court, but once they get a ball into the game, they want to keep it there.
Zoran is a very steady performer and been among the top-ranked players for a long time. And I think his characteristic is that he's a very all-round skill with a very good backhand side, maybe a better backhand side than most of the players.
Zoran, of course, a former world champion back in 1993. He's been to the semis in the European Championship in 1992 in Stuttgart, then the World Championship semifinals in 1993 in Gothenburg. Presently only ranked number 11, as opposed to Liu Guliang, who is ranked number 4 in the world.
There you could see a typical scenario where the Chinese use their quickness and speed in the game and more or less force Zoran to step back and trying to defend himself from distance, and there is no chance there.
Speaking of speed, good reaction by Primorac, who basically just caught Guliang just a little too tight to the table.
That's right. Backhand topspin over the table, very effective.
Just out. Guliang leading 7-4.
It's a typical scenario when the Chinese serving. They're trying to make the attack immediately after service, which is their training. Yes.
Uncharacteristic unforced error by Guliang, one of the most experienced players in the world, one of the most balanced players in the world, both singles and doubles.
Also one of the best players in his own service. Very strong service, which creates opening for him immediately. So there's a lot of players who have real big trouble when Liu serving.
And Primorac right now just showing a little bit of frustration on his face as we exchange serves. That Gulian just has got that serve that just takes you off your balance just enough to get you backing off the table.
That's the way Primorac has to play. He has to play with a lot of topspin to try to make Li Guliang mistake by the spin of the ball. Not play too quick, because then the ball will come quicker back.
Gulian talking to himself there between points. Primorac forced into an error there. He's a little frustrated. Primorac has got to take advantage of his opportunity on serve, because Gulian is just so strong when he's serving.
Yeah, there he got an easy point. Table was wide open for Li Guliang, but he missed it by 10 centimeters or so. So it's exactly like you're saying, if Primorac wants to be in this game, he has to make more points in his own service. Now we'll see what happens when Leo serves.
Unforced error. Gulian just seems a little frustrated himself. He's looking at the net like he can't believe that he actually went into it.
Look at the rally. It's a great rally, and there's a lot of spin on the ball. It's an unforced error, yes, but it's not easy to make that point. There's a lot of spin on the ball.
Primorac getting right back into this first set. At one point, it looked like Gulian was going to just run away and hide.